Hi, air signs. This is going to be a reading where we are going to take a look at your current love and relationship energy. So within this video, there will be a love reading for each air sign. So the Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So welcome into the reading. I hope everyone is doing well. So you can see we have 3 different piles here. Each pile stands for a different air sign. I don't know which is which. We're going to find out as the video goes on. So I will have the video time-stamped so that way you could just go straight to the sign that you are here for. Other than that, if you get anything out of today's reading, please like the video, press the little thumbs up button. I would really appreciate it. That does help the video circulate and more people can come across the reading. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. All right, so we have air. I just pulled this little card. It does give a description of air. So it says air is one of the 4 elements in the tarot deck. Air aligns with swords. In astrology, it's represented by Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. Air represents a catalyst and signifies change as well as the intellect. And the vibrations of air can help you achieve altered states of consciousness. Cool. All right, so let's see, who are we going to start with first? I'm going to go with the middle. Okay, let's see which air sign this is for. All right, so we're starting with Aquarius today. So welcome into the reading, Aquarius. And you guys have the card of faith in the process. So there was another sign I've done recently. I think it was the earth, one of the earth signs that had this card as well. So I don't know if you have strong earth placements. But faith in the process is just telling me that as it relates to your love and relationship energy at this time, there are definitely some challenges that are presenting themselves to you within the dynamic of the relationship. Now, if you are single, this is just telling me that maybe you have either been single for a really long time and you are wanting to be in a connection, or I don't know, there's something that's making me feel distance between you and your person as well. So there may be somebody that you are missing and they're not in your general environment at this time. I do think that for someone here, there are a lot of synchronicities and coincidences that come through, that play out throughout your day-to-day life that makes you think about your person. So it's just giving me a little bit of a lonely vibe here. And it's just like somebody is praying, wishing, hoping that their circumstance will change for the better. The process word is sticking out, standing out. So there may be something around that, like you have put a plan together either for your relationship or, I don't know, like your singlehood. Like if you are not in relationship because you want to achieve something different in life, right? So sometimes some people do that where it's like, I don't have time or room for love or to accept and have somebody in my life because I'm so busy, taking care of my family, or I'm so busy running a business or something like that. And it's just like somebody has to continue to remind themselves of, why they are single at this time, because they have promised themselves to do something else, or they have other goals and aspirations, and they're putting relationship aside. But I do think that at this time, there's something bubbling up within you, especially for the singles here, where you are needing to, like, you want connection, you're craving it, you're yearning for it, and you're trying to talk yourself out of it and reminding yourself why you are single, reminding yourself why you're not in relationship at this time. So I don't know if this is going to play out later on in the cards. We'll see. And if you are in a connection, there are some challenges that are presenting themselves to you at this time. I do think that you have guardians and angels in your spirit team that are heavily, heavily protecting you from this situation or whatever situation you find yourself in within your relationship. Some of you, it's kids, it's children here that you have to think about when it comes to accepting your partner or having your partner in your life or something like that. There's a dynamic between you and your partner that is not the very positive for the children involved here. And so you are thinking about them and putting them first. But yeah, it's not very smooth sailing at this time for the Aquarius group that I'm picking up on today as it relates to love and relationship. Yep. And so here are the children coming through. So your love life is being affected by children. Yeah. I mean, for the most of you, this reading is for an individual who has kids and who is finding really, really challenging to either get along with your partner, to be with your partner, to have your partner in your life, to have your partner in your children's life for some reason. Okay. Maybe there's a lot that happens that, I don't know, I'm getting like your children need you. So therefore, you're not able to really bring in your significant other into the picture. For those of you that are not with, your children's mom or dad, right? Like this is somebody who is like a single parent who wants to date or who is dating somebody, but there's something about the dynamics between the kids and the circumstance that the kids are in where you're not able to fully embrace your love life at this time. Okay, so it's just having faith in the process of either faith that things are going to be okay, things are going to get better. The situation that you find yourself in with your children is going to get better. But yeah, somebody is really going through it, and I'm so sorry to hear that. So this card here, this is an intimacy tarot deck. So I may not be able to show the picture on YouTube because some of them you can't show it. So let's see what it is. Okay, I can show this one. All right, so this is awareness. This is Moon in Scorpio. So somebody here may have a Moon in Scorpio. You don't have to, but the characteristics of a Moon in Scorpio type of person is coming through here. And this is also telling me that your person, whoever it is very obsessive and possessive and highly jealous and controlling. Okay. And so you may have to keep your distance for the sake of your children. It's a very low level karmic type of vibe that's going on here, that I'm picking up on for somebody. And if you are feeling stuck or like you can't get out of a situation, or you have this person here with you, then you need to really think about your kids at this time and how it's affecting them, how this person in this relationship is affecting them. Oh, I'm picking up on somebody in your relationship dynamic who is very selfish. Okay, takes up a lot of your energy, takes up a lot of your time, a lot of your effort. I'm seeing that someone's children sees that and is affected by it. All right. And again, guys, I'm sure you know this by now. If you are on YouTube looking at tarot readings, this isn't your reading. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to force it to be your reading. Don't look into it so much. If you automatically resonate with it, it's yours. If you automatically do not, and you find yourself trying to force it and like figure it out and put things into place where it relates to you and you're doing too much work for that, this is not your reading. Okay. So you would want to go and check out another sign or another reading. But for those, that I am picking up on, yeah, this is a very unfortunate situation. And, I don't know. I don't want to come across as someone who is judgmental or telling you what to do. I'm absolutely not. There's no judgment here. I'm just picking up on what I'm picking up on. Okay. So for some reason, your children are affected by your relationship at this time. All right. So let's see what is in the tarot for you. On your side, you have King of Wands, Nine of Cups, the Emperor. And you could reverse the roles as needed, okay? Your significant other may have the children, and, you know, for some reason that is coming in between your relationship as well. Wow. All right, so there's the Emperor and a King of Wands on this side here. And that is telling me that there's very much of a presence. Somebody has a strong, strong presence. Somebody is in control here. A little manipulating, I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of fire. There's a lot of passion. There's a lot of, what is this? Like attraction. Okay. Someone is headstrong. But at the same time, there's a lot of low-level stuff going on because you have the Five of Swords here mixed up with the King of Wands and even an Emperor. The pride, the ego, the control factor. This is very much can be, you know, I don't know, just like a little bit of manipulation happening. A lot of fights, a lot of arguing, a lot of cutting words and low blows, things like that here with the Five of Swords. So there's a little bit of like hate. Maybe this is a love-hate relationship. I mean, somebody here just wants to be in complete control, you know. You also have the Nine of Cups, which is sort of throwing me off as well. This could be the children energy and the fact that, you know, somebody here is trying to protect the innocent in some way. But the Nine of Cups is also tells about an energy of achievement, of emotional fulfillment, of being in the place that they want to be emotionally. Okay. But there's a low level, low vibe card coming through right below it. I don't know, just overall, it's making me feel like this. What is this? Hold on. It's like somebody who, when they get their way, that's when they're happy, right? Like when everything is what they want or how they want it. And even to the point where they tell you things like, see, I told you I was right. Or see, you know, if you just do this, everything would be okay, right? Like if you just listen to what I say, you know, we wouldn't fight or we wouldn't have any problems, right? So when you do listen to what they say or vice versa, I don't know who this side is. It's like they throw it in your face and they want to be proven right. So there is a high selfish energy I'm getting here, an egotistical type of person who likes to be in the spotlight, who likes to be in control, who has a very strong presence, very authoritative, and just likes things to be their way. Okay. So, and wants to be proven right. I know I said that, but yeah, I'm getting that very strongly. So it's, if you were to abide by them and do what they say and act how they want you to act and all that, then they tell you like, see, this is, you know, why like, how can I say, like, if you, like I said earlier, I don't know, I'm sorry, I'm repeating myself, but like, if you just did what I say, then everything will be fine. And, you know, we'll be happy, right? Even though it's not what you want, even though you are being controlled, even though you are being manipulated. So somebody is trying to exude their control and, you know, trap you in a sense. Okay. On this side, you have the High Priestess, the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. On this side, whoever this is, they know what's going on, right? Like their intuitive self is just sending red flag after red flag after red flag. Like this is like an alarm system going off. It's urgent, you know, like open your eyes, see what's going on type of thing. And the intuitive side of somebody is wanting to make a change, is wanting things to get better, is wanting things to go like the next phase here with the Wheel of Fortune. But the Four of Swords is saying to hold on or back off. It's weird because there's movement. There's forward movement here. The Eight of Wands is fast moving energy, but the Four of Swords is a slower moving energy. I don't know if your intuition is like telling you to rush it or hurry up, or, you know, like sort of waiting for the right time to do something, for the sake of healing. You know, there's blood has been drawn, right? So I don't know if that's physical, and if it is, I'm so sorry you're going through that. But it's like the damage is done. You know, this thing is hurt. This thing hurts. This thing has taken a toll on somebody. Somebody needs to rest. Somebody needs to heal. And somebody needs to make a move quickly here. So I don't know. I mean, I think that the right time is going to come. Your intuition will tell you when that time is. Your intuition will guide you basically here with the Wheel of Fortune. The universe is presenting you with an opportunity here of some sort to move forward here with the Eight of Wands. Like it's, and when this opportunity comes, it's like quick. It has to happen quick. You have to do it quickly. I'm also getting that the Four of Swords is also representing the kids here as well. It's like their guardian angels are helping. And I did pick up on the spirit team here with the faith in the process. I think somebody here has a plan to get away. And here with the awareness word that's sticking out to me, it's like somebody is aware of what is going on as well. This is not the best energy. I'm sorry. So the advice here, you have air and memories on this side. On this side, you have art, alchemy, ancestor guides. So yes, like I said, the spirit team, thoughts and isolation. You've known this person for a very long time. This person has been in your life for a very long time. And it's also triggering your upbringing in a way. There's somebody here who grew up with a caregiver or a parent who played this type of role in the family dynamic. It's like this whole situation is triggering trauma, triggering memories, and it is here for a reason, okay? And I know that, I don't know, actually, I do say this a lot in my readings. I don't know if others do, but I mean, relationships that we come into, the people that we are drawn to that come into our lives are here to teach us lessons about ourselves and what we need to change, what we need to do. This is a pattern. This is a definite pattern here that someone has where they attract situations, people, relationships like this. You know, and it's time to do away with it. It's time to make a different decision. There's a lot of strategy being that needs to happen as well. Mental agility, mental capability, a strong mental status. There's something about the mind here, even the thoughts and isolating. It's like you have to keep your mind strong in order to deal with this situation effectively, because it could so easily draw you down, draw you in. You can so easily be controlled if you are not being really clear-headed. Okay. And being aware of the fact that, you know, this is not right. On this side, the guides are helping here. There's thoughts in isolation. So somebody may feel alone. And I did pick up on that. And it's like the thoughts in isolating with the air and the ace here. Clear your mind. Somebody has to clear their mind. Get out of the thoughts. Get out of the why. I'm picking up on that. Like somebody is always thinking about why me? Why do I have to go through this? Why is this happening? Why, you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore. Like what matters right now is that you get help. You help your kids. You fix the situation. For some of you, it's even as drastic as getting away from this person. You can figure out the why, you can figure out the reason and all of that later. The Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Wands is telling me like, you need to make moves. You need to take action. You need to stop thinking and ruminating about this and you know, being sad about it. And you need to actually do something about this. Okay. So I don't know. Hopefully that helps. Yeah, it's a really tough reading. I'm so sorry. And I wish you all the luck for whoever it is that this reading belonged to. All right, let's move on to the next sign. Okay. So this is going to be Libra. And Libra's card is Softly, Softly, the Tender Touch. All right, very different energy coming through for the Libra group. I am recording this and doing this reading on the under the Aries full moon. So we are still in Libra season, about to move to Scorpio season. And this is the ending of this Libra Aries eclipse time. So in the monthly October readings, they're on my channel for the Libra. We did speak about how this is a really huge time for you, a time of change and doing away with the old and welcoming in the new, right? So as it relates to your love and relationship, I'm feeling just really overly sensitive with this card. It's like somebody here is needing to be handled with care. Somebody has like the dynamic that you're in. You want to be cared for. You want to be nurtured. There's a lot of sensitivity coming through at this time for the Libra. So this may be, you know, you are ending a cycle, actual endings happening in your life in some way that are causing you to feel this way. And maybe you're needing your partner to really be that strong rock that you can lean on at this time, that you can go to. But a lot of tenderness, a lot of care. You know, if you guys have been going through a rough time, maybe some arguing or something like that recently, then it's time to handle things with a more gentler touch. Okay, and being conscious of how the both of you are coming across regarding your approach, how you present yourself, how you speak to one another, the words you say. But for some reason, things need to just slow down a little, you know, within your relationship and really see each other, like see through the egos and see through the pride, look into each other's eyes and see the soul and the spirit and the heart and really touch and connect to those sides of one another to gain some awareness and some compassion and empathy for one another. That both of you are just human beings, right? I mean, your soul's trapped in a human body at this time. You know, there's a lot that goes into that. And sometimes we can take it for granted that the other person knows what we're going through, or, you know, we think we know what they're going through. And there's so much complexity to the human being that somebody here needs to be cared for. Maybe they're not saying it. Maybe you're not saying it, right? Because somebody wants to be tough or don't want to burden the other person or make the other person feel worried about them. But I think just a really good conversation, holding one another, being in each other's arms, you know, letting the tears flow and holding space for each other would help at this time for the Libra and their relationship. So your love card here is calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. For those of you who are in connection, you're definitely with a soulmate type of person, okay? Like this soulmate energy. Whether you believe in, people only have one soulmate, people have many soulmates in one lifetime, or you don't even believe in soulmate. Regardless, this person is significant, okay? This person is different from the rest, or, this is like the love of your life, or, something like that, where they are just different, right? Like either you believe in the soulmate or you don't, okay? But this person is your soulmate, right? Like they're here for you. You're here for them from a spirit, soul perspective, to help one another, to love one another, to be together during this lifetime. For some of you that are single, you are doing this, you are actively wanting to attract a really, what is the word? Like true love, right? Like significant. There you go. A significant relationship, something that is out of this world, something that you can connect with on a deeper level, on a spiritual level. And you are asking the universe for it. Some of you may be crying about it. Okay. Maybe at this time, as it relates to your love and relationship, for those of you that are single, it's like you're yearning for connection really, really bad. And you're just praying to God, praying to the universe or something like that. Like those moments of when we are at our lowest or at rock bottom. Maybe you've gone through a significant ending in your life and you wish that you had somebody to lean on to help you heal through it. And so, yeah, I mean, there's some deep emotional stuff coming through here with the Libra and their relationship energy. Let's see what your sexual card is. I cannot show this one. I'm so sorry, but it's dreams. And it is the sun in Cancer. So for you Libra risings, I want to say the sun, Cancer is in your 10th house. Okay. So this is making me feel like something because the Cancer for the Libra is an energy of heightened energy, right? So if you, regardless of where your sun in Libra falls, but more so for the Libra rising, Cancer energy plays a significant role in your life when a Cancer energy comes through, and it helps you ascend. It helps you rise. It helps you become, like, how can I say, like, it pushes you to your best, if that makes sense. Okay. Because of where Cancer falls in a Libra's chart, a Libra rising's chart. Now, so because of that, there's awareness and there's presence, it is being out there in the world and experiencing this 3D reality. So because of that, it's telling me that there is someone coming through that you will be able to experience in the 3D reality. There is someone coming through that is of an ascended, right? Because of what I'm saying, where Cancer falls in the Libra chart is more of an ascendant soul. Therefore, it's making me feel like you're connecting to a soul mate. Okay. This is a higher dimension, a higher being, a higher frequency that is coming through here. So that's good to know. Let's see. All right, so the tarot, you have the Eight of Pentacles, Strength, Ace of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Okay, so yes, looking for something in the 3D here. And the other side for the other person, and you can flip the rules as needed. Why is this always... Sorry. Okay, so you have the Lord or King of Swords. The Hierophant. Wow. Yeah. There's somebody here that is very, like I said, significant. All right. Someone here that is real with the Hierophant and the King of Swords together. I don't know if you've met them yet or you're with them. The Magician and the Eight of Pentacles. I'm so sorry. I had to figure this out. How did I do it for the Aquarius without moving anything around? Okay. All right. So on this side, whoever this is, for now, I'm calling this you. Okay. You are actively working on yourself, it seems like. All right. You're working on your heart. You're working on being more open to, like opening your frequency up to welcome in love relationship energy here. We know that you're already dealing with the heart stuff because of the tender touch card that you have coming through. So I don't know. It's just like, I feel that the Libra I'm picking up on is just moving really slowly, experiencing, being really present and aware of their emotions and their thoughts at this time, is working on traumas that they have experienced, you know, that maybe they finally have identified that, you know, that you have to work on those and release those in order to make space and make room for something new, for something better. So maybe you're working on that as well. And it's like step by step, you know, like one day at a time, little by little. You've been doing this, and those day over day will at some point, you will be in a different time and place, right? From where you started, like before you know it, because you've been working on it steadily and consistently here with the Eight of Pentacles. Before you know it, you'll be in a whole other time frame, a whole other energy, you know? And it is almost like, how can I say, like you're doing the work without even being super conscious that it's happening. You also have the Eight of Wands and the Page of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, sorry. So this is something new coming through here on your side, a new feeling, a new idea, a new passion stirring within you. It's still new for you, okay? You're still getting to know it. You're still trying to understand it. But it is coming with something substantial, something stable. It is coming with value. Okay. So I don't know if this is a relationship or not, but it just makes me feel like somebody here is true. Like I said, is real, is like not the type that plays and is someone to be taken seriously here with these two cards at the top. The King of Swords with the Hierophant, forget it. Like this person does what they say. What they say is real and true. What they tell you about their feelings for you is real and true. They know what they want. There's no playing around about that. There's no wishy-washy back and forth. I don't know. You know, they are sure, they are certain. And they also have the Magician and the Eight of Pentacles. So the both of you have the Eight of Pentacles. So you're definitely working on something together. This person, yeah, I think this person is like here. They've made a stamp in your life, whether this is your long-standing relationship or someone new coming through. This is a significant human being in your life, okay? And it's great. I think that they have amazing energy here. They are the type that wants more, wants to take care of you, wants to get things done, wants to create with the Magician. You know, they have resources, tools, skills, experience, things like that, that they are using with the Magician, right? The Magician has everything that's needed to alchemize and to create something in this world. They are working really hard at it as well. And the Hierophant is like, long term. The Hierophant is here to stay. The Hierophant isn't going anywhere. The Hierophant is stability, dependability, honesty, devotion, loyalty, right? So, and then the King of Swords, like, this person is the type that's like completely like monotone, or like, just, how can I say, even though they may not have like this quote unquote pizzazz and, charisma, and they're out there in the world, and, they have like, they're very social and popular, like, who cares, right? They're real. They are real. They're humble. They're down to earth. They are practical. What's on their mind and what they care about are real world things, right? The stuff that really matters to them, not the superficial. And so I just think that that's really a really good balance for a Libra, who can be indecisive or, social and wants to get out there, and that's fine. And I think that this person, sees that, and even it's like they watch you do that, but they're here, right? Like, as you do your butterfly social thing, they're here at the end of the day. And I think that's beautiful. All right. So the advice for this side is fire, North Node, cosmic, and purpose. The advice for this side is decisions and control tactics. Okay. So they may be a little controlling, and I can see that with these cards here. I don't think it's coming through in a malicious, selfish, egotistical type of way. They're serious. They're a serious person. Everything they do, they're serious about it, right? The things that they love, they're serious about those things. So they want to make sure that things are taken care of. They want to make sure that things are okay. And so they may come across a little controlling, and they can do well with identifying the unnecessary control tactics. I'm not saying that they should give up control altogether. I think that they bring a lot of stability to your dynamic, but maybe for you, it's just a little too much at times, and sometimes it's not necessary. And then they want to watch out for their decisions, their decision making, just to make sure that it's everybody is taken into account. The relationship is taken into account. Maybe they're just a little too tough for you. Maybe they don't identify when you want to be nurtured and you want affection and you want to be babied, right? I'm not saying that you always want that. I don't think Libra is associated with that, but at the same time, you love, I mean, you are an energy that represents partnership, relationship, and love dynamics. So that comes into play. Right? Those types of behaviors and feelings also come into play. And so I think that they can put their control tactics aside and all of the business or serious mindsets for a little bit when it's necessary for them to be there for you from an emotional perspective. And I think that on this side, the advice is, I don't know. I think right now it's okay for you to be this overly sensitive, in an oversensitive state. But at some point, you need to gain your fire back. All right. And I think with the Ace of Wands, you're starting to see a spark again. And maybe when all of the eclipse energy is over and the nodes shift into the following signs and they're no longer affecting you and your relationship energy with the Aries Libra axis, maybe you'll start to get that fire back. But that's the advice, is bring back that confidence and bring back that sort of Queen of Wands energy where you have presence, you are a force to be reckoned with. You can walk out with your head up, looking good, feeling great, attracting what you need to attract in life, bringing in the stuff that you need to bring in life. And I think that you'll get there at some point. maybe for right now, you're lacking your purpose a little bit because of all the big changes that have been happening in the Libra's life lately. And so it's maybe a matter of, I don't know where I'm going, right? And so maybe that's why you're a little emotional, because you're always so strong. You can always do anything that you put your mind to, but maybe right now you have a lack of direction and it's throwing you off a bit. And maybe it's playing on your confidence levels as well. But I think once you are able to identify what your purpose is and where this next chapter, this next phase of life is going to take you, or where you want it to take you, then you'll start to bring that fire back out and start to take action to get some of these things done. All right, great reading, Libra. Good luck. All right, last but not least, see what's coming through for the Geminis. Where are you? Oh. Okay. Against the grain. Hope they allow me to show this card. I don't get flagged for it. Against the grain. Let me do that. So for the Gemini, I don't know. I mean, it just feels like all of the forces are up against you, right? Like you're just finding obstacle after obstacle. Things are hard. It's not smooth sailing as it relates to your relationship life here. One moment. It could feel as though the waves are just splashing against you. You're trying to go a certain direction, but everything is pulling you back. And I don't know right now, Gemini, if I can say whether you need to move forward and continue down this process, or just release the control and be like a fish in the water, in the ocean. And I know you're not associated with the fish, but this card is just, it's in the water. So there's a lot of emotion coming through. There's some emotional control. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's like a manipulation, but I'm hearing emotional control. If you're trying to control your emotions, great. But this is more, I don't know, I'm just going to say it. Okay. It may be your thing. It may not, but this makes me feel as though you're trying too hard to make something work that is not meant to work. Okay. So therefore control comes in, right? I'm going to do this at all costs because you think it's the right thing to do. And sometimes we want something so bad and we try our best to make it happen, and something within us, and you know this because you're a human, you're a spirit in a human form, you know this, but there's something within us during these moments that tell us no. And we do it anyway because we're human and we are going against what our higher selves are telling us, right? And that's how it's making me feel. Something is telling you no, but you're doing it anyway. And when this happens, when we do this, we go out of our way, we do all of the extra effort, and we waste time on it. We waste years on this thing when I promise you, inevitably, if this is truly not meant to be, it's going to break eventually. The universe is going to come in and step in and break it for you. During these moments in time where you are pushing against the grain, trying to make this thing work, even though that little voice inside the pit of your stomach is telling you that this is not meant for you and you're doing it anyway, right? The universe is giving you time to make these decisions on your own and to have like the freedom of choice, or to learn how to identify when something is for you, when something is not. Learn how to release control and allow the universe to, just push you in the right direction, right? This type of awareness usually the human does not come with this awareness right off the bat. Usually the human has to go against this awareness, right? In order for it to learn the lesson of how to do that. For instance, you go through your 20s and you're in a karmic relationship, and the entire time you know that this relationship is wrong, but you're doing it anyway, and you're trying to make it work anyway, right? You move in together, you buy the house together, you have the kids together, and it's toxic and it's negative the entire time. And you're trying to get it to make it work. When you should have left it a long time ago. Next thing you know, once you hit 30 years old or so, the universe comes in and breaks that relationship up, right? Something happens where you and your person have no choice but to break up. Then you can become aware and you learn the lesson of, I should have listened to my gut. I should have listened to my intuition. I should have been aware enough to know that this wasn't going to work out. Instead, I spent all of these years in this relationship, and for what? It was going to end anyway. And most of the time we say that. We say, I knew that it wasn't right. I knew I should have ended it a long time ago, but we did it, right? There is the lesson learned. Next relationship comes through. It might not be the one, but this is your lesson, right? This is your chance. This is your opportunity to use and the lessons that you've learned with that previous relationship, right? Identifying when something isn't for you, and it doesn't even just have to be relationship. Okay, this could be anything. And allowing the release to happen, to let it go with love, knowing that it's not for you, right? That's where we learn from our mistakes and we break the cycle and we make different choices in order for us to move on to the direction of our highest path. Or you can repeat the cycle, force something, go against the grain, and you're going to learn this lesson and you're going to see it play out all over again. Does that make sense? So there's something about that here that is coming through at this time for the Gemini that I'm picking up on. It's like, are you going to allow the universe to break it for you eventually, or and waste more time and years going against the grain, forcing something to happen? Or are you going to be aware enough that this is not meant for you and be strong enough to make this decision for yourself? The card you have is Express Your Love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. I don't know. Maybe you've been expressing your love, and just the way these two individuals are look to me today in this card, they just look very out of sync. Okay, it's like you're trying to express your love, but it's not being taken. It's not being received. It's not being the person is not receptive. If you are in a committed relationship already, there may be just some challenges. Every relationship goes through those phases, right? Where you're just out of sync. And if somebody is trying to express their love and bring the connection back in and reel it back in, it feels like the other person is not as receptive to it at this time. It feels like no matter what you do, you're doing it wrong here with Against the Grain, right? Like how you're expressing your love, but maybe the how you're doing it isn't the way your partner needs to experience it or receive it, right? Like maybe the love language is different here. I'm feeling some underlining stuff. All right. So if things are not smooth sailing in your love life right now and you are in a relationship, there's more to that than meets the eye. Okay. And you may need to start to probe and ask some questions to get down to what it is that has the both of you feeling off. Maybe maybe you're the one that has some underlying resentment, but I don't know. All right. So your card is the card of calling back. So this is the moon in Sagittarius, number 18. Yeah, it's like a one-sided situation here. You're waiting for your lover to come around. You're waiting for your person to give you some time, affection, focus. For some of you, you're not physically with them, so you're waiting for them to come through. And so there's a lot of like loneliness here. So even if you are in a relationship, you may feel lonely. Okay. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say. Ooh. 7 of Pentacles. Two of Wands. 6 of Swords. And Knight of Cups. Yeah, decisions, choices. I'm just seeing wounds. Okay, I'm feeling and seeing wounds really strongly. These people have been wounded or have been wounding each other. There's some healing that needs to take place. There's some gentleness that needs to come back into the picture. For some of you, if you're in a relationship that needs to end, this is saying the 6 of Swords, 2 of Wands, make a decision and try your best to move forward here. Okay, follow your heart, follow what's good for you, take care of yourself, love yourself here with the Knight of Cups. There is a Knight of Cups in your future. Okay, there's somebody who actually cares and who actually loves, you know, in your future. And that's for the people that, you know, you already know that you need to end this situation. Like, this is not news to you. For others of you, I don't know, you're just trying to like put band-aids on the wound at this point. Like for the ones that are actually going against the grain and staying in something that is not meant to be, and trying to work things out. Like there's so, like at what point do people think to themselves, like, is this not supposed to happen, right? Like how much do you have to go through before you start to realize that something is not meant for you, you know? You have the Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords, the Fool, and the Knight of Wands. The other person is detached, is cold, is calculating. I'm hearing the person is calculating because you have the Knight of Swords here. There's strategy, you know, there's observation going on. What are they being so calculating for, though? They're using their mental agility. This could be you as well, just because of the mental agility and all of the swords cards. But somebody wants a new start. Somebody wants to get away. Somebody wants to break free. Somebody wants to be free. I'm hearing that. Somebody wants to be free. And they're so passionate about that. And they want that so bad here with the Knight of Wands. Somebody is back and forth, wishy-washy. Like they're in one day, they're out the next. They want you one day, they don't the next, you know. They're sweet and loving one day, and they're mean and spiteful the next. And when they are feeling mean, when you get their mean side, is because they feel constricted. They feel trapped. They feel controlled. Somebody here cannot be controlled, and they feel controlled in this relationship. Because the going against the grain makes me feel like somebody has put this huge wall, you know, and another person is trying to break through. And if somebody has a wall up, right, and another person is so persistent on breaking through a wall, the person that has the wall up eventually lashes out, right? Because they have it up for a reason, you know? There's something about their privacy, or there's something about like the like you not, or them, whoever, not being able to penetrate through. And it's starting to create some type of anger and resentment here. It's like just they're going further and further away from you at this time with the Queen of Swords here. And it's growing colder and more distant. And I don't know if this is you to them, I'm not sure. But here with the Seven of Pentacles, it's telling me that somebody is still clearly trying. Somebody thinks that there's still hope here. And maybe there is, I don't know your situation. But against the grain was a really strong message for me that came through that somebody needed to hear. So that's what I'm going based off of. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm getting. Like and if you are in a relationship, you're in a marriage, and there's no, you don't want to leave each other. You're just going through some problems. I think one person needs a little bit of freedom, regardless. Okay, there needs to be some alone time, some me time. And the other person needs to get out of their head, needs to stop trying so hard, needs to focus on themselves, needs to love themselves. Advice here for this side is release, surrender, and purge. Contracts, career, and commitments. Advice on this side is twin flames and messages and dreams. Ooh. Twin flames is not soulmate. FYI. Twin flames is karmic. Okay. There's a lot of passion. There's a lot of attraction here. I don't know. I don't know about this side. And I'm so sorry for whoever this reading is for. I'm picking up on somebody that is not. There's other things. And I said, there's something deeper here, right? I said, there's other stuff that's going on, that's happening. And the Fool, the Prince of, or Knight of Wands mixed with these two cards. I don't think this person is giving you or whoever it is on this side, all of this type of attention. This type of attention is different. It's a whole other energy. It's a whole other feeling. All right. There could be somebody else involved here. Here, release, let go with the water, go with the flow. Let the universe take you where you have to take you. Let this play out the way it has to play out. Stop holding on so hard. This is a definite lesson here. You see Saturn, the word Saturn on this card for you. This whole relationship, everything and how it's played out. You will see that later. You will see that when you're on the other side of this. The reason why you were with this person, the reason why you were in this relationship was part of your karmic lesson in this lifetime to experience all of these challenges and difficulties in order for you to learn how to release and surrender. It sounds easy, and it is. Right? Like the message here is simple, but the experience obviously isn't, right? But you'll see that later on. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time and energy today. If you're interested in a personal reading and you want to know more specifically about your current situation, I do personal readings. My email address is in the description of this video. Just shoot me an email and I'll get back to you. We'll set something up. Other than that, give this video a like if you got something out of it. And if you want to see more of these types of readings, like the video so I know that you enjoyed it. Other than that, we'll see you on the next one. Bye.